Come right in here, you see the project area, right click on it, and let's select create, and inside create select C#, and that's it. It's coming up. Let's give that a name. I'm going to call it number, or let's just call it shuffle code. That's it, shuffle code. There we go. And open up the shuffle code. There, it's coming up now. Okay guys, my shuffle code is ready, so I'm going to kind of like get rid of all of these for now. Let's get rid of them. And in here, see, I need some libraries. First of all, I need UI. So Unity Engine.ui. There. And I will also need using system. There we go. Now, right in here, inside my class, I'm going to create the following. First of all, I'm going to declare an integer counter. There. So after that, I'm going to create the following public variable. So let's say public. That is going to be text. Let's call it btn text1. There we go. So I need 12 of those. Just press enter, and the system should automatically give us what we need to enter. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That's very good. If you are using Visual Studio 2022, that's what will happen. Okay, the next thing we'll now want to do is we need to create another one for the resets. So come right down here. That is going to be for btn resets again. After that, we need for solution. So let's come right down here, paste btn solution. Then we need for counter, yeah, btn counter. We have solution here. We do need one for the counter. So paste that and say btn counter number. Okay, I'll call it number of clicks. Number of clicks. Let's put an S there. And let's make that there's nothing there yet. Okay. And finally, I'm going to need one for my display. I'll call that txt display. You can just say display winner. Yeah, or display count. No, display winner. Or display winning. Yeah, it's just to display winning. And right now, there's nothing in it. There. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to create 3 functions. Let's come down here. So that's going to be a public function. Let's say public. Get rid of this, we don't need this. Public void. And I'll just call that empty spot checker. And this empty spot checker is going to take in 2 arguments. So I'll call my object text box, and I'll call the very first argument button. Let's just say button 1, comma. The next one is button number 2. The AI just told me what to enter, so enter statement block. Now we're gonna have to use an if statement to get this sorted. Okay, let me just come in here and say if button number 1, no, button number 2, if it's empty, if button number 2 dot text. If that is empty, remember, notice I just entered double equals because it's expecting it to be empty, comparing it actually. So I'm going to say if it's empty, then button number 2 dot text, we take in whatever value we have inside button 1 dot text. There. Once the content of button 1 is empty into button 2, then button 1 should be set empty. There we go. That's how simple that is. That is my very first function. Have a good look at that. Now, the second function that I'm going to put together now will just be a function that we will use to count is if we've achieved the task. Okay, so I'm going to call that maybe solution checker, something like that. So grab all of these. Well, I can just grab all of these and change it around. Come in here, function number 2. So that is going to be known as solution checker. Get rid of this data. There's no argument in it. And press enter. There we go. All right. So inside the solution checker, we're going to use the if statement for all of this. So if button 1 equals, let's say if button 1 dot text, if that is equals the value 1, and button number 2 equals that as well, and button 3, we can just put button 3 underneath here. Button 3, put the and here. Copy all of these actually. That is for button 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Okay. So this is button 3. Change this to 3. And this is 4. And the value in it as well. This is 3. This is 4. Okay, that's fine. Now we have 5, 6. No, 5. That's 6. And there as well. This will be 7. And 7 here. Then we have 8. And 8 right here. 9. 9 here. Now 10. And 10 right there. Then this is 11. 11. This is 12. And a 12 here. And get rid of this. That's the brackets. Close it off. There we go. So what I've just put together now is if the whole button happens to have 1 to 12, 12 is actually empty, so there will be nothing in here. So 11 up to 11, get rid of this. Yeah, up to 11 button is if it's empty. Now in that case, we now want our txt display here, this very guy here, just to display a message. That's all. Come right here, paste within the curly braces or the system block. That will be equals. Maybe we just say, well done. You are a winner. And that's all there is to that. There, done. Number 2 is taken care of. Now that's the second function. First one and second one. Now come right down here where I need to take care of function number 3. So that's going to be public. With the function number 3, I'm going to use that to shuffle the numbers around in the buttons. So that's going to require some serious programming. So let's say shuffle, press enter curly braces. Okay, let's first of all start by creating an array. So this array, I'm going to call it b number. That will be equals new integer, and how many do I have in there is going to be 12. Now let's declare another integer I, declare another one, and another one. I'm going to call it roll checker. There we go. The I and the J, I'm going to use those ones for for loop, and this one I will use it for I'll use it for my random function. Then I also need a boolean. Let's say boolean, and that is going to be called flag. And first of all, let's say it is false for now. Now let's say I equals, let's initialize it with a value of 1 there. Now I'm going to use a do while loop. Do as follows. So let's grab hold of this roll checker first. Roll checker, that is going to be equals random. Yeah, random dot range, and the range will be 12. Very good. Yeah, that is fine. Okay, as you can see, we have an error here. That is the random. So we need to call the class in there. Let's right up here. We call the following using random equals unity engine dot random. So that should take care of that very error in there. Apart from this telling me I need to take care of the do while loop actually. So now in here I'm going to then use a for loop. So come right down here. So let's say for j, that will be equals 1, and j is less than and equals to I, j increment j plus plus. Okay, so that is fine. So let's come right down here and let's use an if statement to check what we have inside the b number. So let's say if b num, let's enter the value of j inside b num, and that is going to be equals whatever we have inside the roll checker. Get rid of this b num j. Okay, that is equals roll checker here. Okay, enter another statement block. In that case, the flag is equals true. I'm going to accept that. All right. However, if the flag equals true here, flag equals true and break. So let's say if flag equals true here, if flag equals true, enter statement block again, then the flag is going to be false. Let's paste that in here, equals false there. Else, let's come down here using an else, that would be b number I, not a j, I, That one is going to be equals row checker equals row checker. In that case, that would be equals I plus 1. Now, let's take care of this error now. So we then say in there y, see that error is gone, I is less than or equals to 11, enter semicolon in there. Then we want the following. See, all the errors are gone. We want every one of these to convert whatever data they have in there. Grab hold of number 1. Come right down here. btn text 1. Let's get it converted. Convert dot to string. And what am I converting? Whatever we have inside b number 1. So accept that, but the value is going to be 1 there. So that's the next one will be for number 2. So let's copy this. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So change that to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and finally 12. Let's come down here, grab one for 12. In the case of 12, there's nothing there. Paste that here, and that is 12. Okay, now change this. That is 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There. Okay, I think I've just finished up with the third function. Okay guys, let's have a good look at the 3 functions. First of all, make sure you have all of these on your system. These 3 libraries, 1, 2, and 3, you need them. Then declare the following. Okay, create the first function. That's function number 1, empty slot. Function number 2, solution checker. And function number 3, right there, the shuffle. Okay guys, now let's save that. Save, and let's go straight into Unity editor. You see it's now compiling. Inside this Unity editor, what I want to show to you guys is button 1 should be able to move to 2 and 5. 2 will be able to move in the direction of 1, 3, 6. 3 will be 2, 4, 7. Okay, and a good example again, 5 will be 1 and 7. 6 will be 2, 5, 7, 10, and so on.